it seems that he's doing too much, no? He's studying, working in two different places, so he's doing too much. Must be the option F. Okay, so please just take a look at the rest of these expressions in context, and then please just tell me which will be the best definition from the box at the bottom to refer to each of these idiomatic expressions. Okay, so please take your time. Let's just take a couple of minutes, and then we'll check the results. So I'll be here in case you need something or in case you have some doubts. Wait a second. Oh, damn it. I should have waited. Life is miserable sometimes. Okay. I'm sorry, for the ones who just joined the class, please, I'm just asking you, well, as your friends, and you too, right, to take a look at the idiomatic expressions in context, and then choose the best, the correct definition for each of them.
The second is letter D.
D, putting the card, yeah, yes, no? So it's like, I don't know, like buying the couch before having the apartment or the house, no? It's crazy. Yeah, perfect. Then for you, which is the best definition or the intended meaning for putting his food in his mouth? Thank you so much, sir, by the way.
Maybe saying embarrassing things?
Yes, saying something that in the end you will regret. Yes, perfect. Beating around the bush.
Speaking indirectly?
Yes, just giving and giving and giving bunch of words and information, but in the end you are not being clear. In the end you are not being direct. Perfect. Looking for a needle in a haystack. Which is the same as in Spanish, no? Like buscar una
Yeah,
aguja
like,
en un pajar.
yeah, taking a really long time? Or
Doing something difficulty.
Yeah, exactly. Something really, really, really difficult. Perfect. Playing with fire.
Letter C, doing
Yes.
something dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. And we also have the same expression in Spanish, no? Perfect. Then barking up the wrong tree. Like ladrarle al árbol equivocado. That's a little bit weird, I know, but That's the key, no? It says the wrong tree. So it's making a mistake. Yes? If you just get confused, and in this case, she keeps asking if I was the one who was spreading rumors about her. But I wasn't, no? So she's making a mistake. She's barking up the wrong tree. Looking out for number one. What about this one? Looking out for number one.
Thinking only about himself.
Exactly, yeah, being selfish. You don't care about the others, you just care about yourself. That's it, no? Taking forever and a day. And you have it, right? Taking forever, and it's even forever is not that much. And a day. So it's what you said before, okay? So it's taking a really long time. Killing two birds with one stone. We also have the same expression in Spanish, which is accomplishing two things at once. Missing the boat. What about this one? Missing the boat.
Miss it an opportunity.
Exactly, no? You had a chance to do something, you had an opportunity, and you just let it go. So yeah, you missed the boat. Finally, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. So moving into something that apparently seemed to be difficult into something worse, going from bad to worse. Okay, so yeah, well, that's the thing about the idiomatic expressions. There are some exceptions, such as this one, that yeah, the key is wrong, no? Try to just to identify that the intended meaning is that it's just making a mistake. But maybe there are some exceptions, but usually we have to avoid the literal meaning. We have to look for the intended meaning. Obviously, always has a complete different vocabulary. So the answer, when listening to idiomatic expressions, the idea is not to avoid the options that have the same sounds, to avoid the options that repeat the same vocabulary, and to avoid the options that present literal meaning. So yes, the intended meaning won't have any of these, or won't follow any of these three patterns. Yes, so with this in mind, then it is also very common to listen that there are plenty of idiomatic expressions that are taken from animals. Okay, so we will continue with another one, which is more into fish. So again, you have the same activity. So if you want to do it, go ahead. So yeah, let's just go a little bit into past, just to get to know when did these expressions just, or someone just came up with this idea to use the animal fish, right? And in the end, that's how these idiomatic expressions sort of pop out. So let's do this.
Now, the VOA Special English Program, Words and Their Stories. Americans use many expressions about fish and fishing. For example, if something sounds fishy, it may not be true. Sometimes I feel like a fish out of water when I go to a party and everyone but me is doing the latest dance. When I ask my friend if she likes my new dress, I would like her to say something nice. In other words, I am fishing for a compliment. You might tell someone to fish or cut bait if he repeatedly attempts to do something he is unable to do. Sometimes a lawyer will ask a witness many questions in an effort to discover the facts of a court case. This is called going on a fishing expedition. Some expressions expressions involve different kinds of fish. Information that is used to draw attention away from the real facts of a situation is called a red herring. If you want to express a feeling of surprise, you might cry, "Holy mackerel!" although we do not know why a mackerel is holy. Once I went to a county fair and tried my luck with a game of chance. It was so easy. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. Then I went on the fastest, highest, and most frightening ride, the roller coaster. At the end of the ride, I did not feel so well. A friend said I looked green around the gills. I grew up in a small town where everybody knew about my life. There were times when I thought I was living in a fishbowl. So I moved to Washington, where things were different. Now I take the train to work every day during rush hour, when many other people travel to their jobs. Sometimes the train is so crowded that we are packed in like sardines. Sardines are tiny fish that lie close to each other in cans. One man who works in my office is a cold fish. He is unfriendly and does not like to join us at office parties. Another man in my office likes to enjoy alcoholic drinks at parties. In fact, you might say he drinks like a fish. We need to help him stop drinking. Last week, my sister's car broke down as we were driving to a friend's marriage ceremony. "This is a fine kettle of fish," I said. "Now we will be late." My sister attends a small college where she is one of the smartest students. She always wants to be a big fish in a small pond. Recently, my sister broke up with her boyfriend. I told her not to worry. She will find another one because there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, idiom expressions with fish. So let's start with number one. So to perform an easy task, what would that be? To perform an easy task, something easy.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, there you go, no? The fish are there. So it's just up to you, no? It's gonna be easier to catch them, no? So yeah, perfect. To be unfriendly.
Old fish?
Yeah, there you go, cold fish. Someone who doesn't want to socialize, no? Exactly. To be surprised at something. It has to be green around the gills. Okay? Yes? Although I'm not sure about that one, because I guess I didn't. No, yeah, it has to be that one. Green around the gills. Being in a crowded place. And this one is very common. I don't know. Well, I guess that you don't remember about that one, but there was this special, I wouldn't say offer, like a discount thing. So if you could manage to put as many people as you want inside a car, right? Then the price, it will be only for the parking ticket, and that only I remember that one apply in Reino Aventura, you know. Like I know. Reina Ventura, who now is a what, Six Flags. So I guess that they still have the same like discount, no? Like Auto Sardina. I don't know if you ever no. So it's just that packed in like sardines. So we sort of have the same expression in Spanish too. So yeah, being in a crowded place. Pretend to be modest and expect people to give you praise. So you are wearing like flashy clothes. You are also, I don't know, wearing, could be what? Like luxury watches or driving a luxurious car. So you pretend to be modest, but you expect people to say something, right? So
Fishing for a compliment.
yeah, that one. Exactly. Then attempting to do something when unable to do it. Attempting to do something when unable to do it. Well, that one has to be red herring. When something is really hard and you're still trying to do it, no? Then, information that is used to draw attention away from the real facts of a situation. No, wait. No, actually, yes. You are just doing, yes, you are just presenting information to distract people, no? Like the chupacabras, remember that one? Or at the beginning, people believed the government or they were doing this stuff about the pandemic because they wanted to diverge information. So no, I'm sorry, it's red herring is that one. I'm sorry. Yes, is that. So yeah, information that is used to draw attention away from the real facts is that one. Red herring. Yes. And I'm sorry because I got confused with that one. Then feeling unwell or nauseous. And then that one is green around the ears. Yeah, it's that one. So I guess that I still haven't covered with you the one that says to be surprised at something. So I guess that I didn't add that one. I need to check this. Yes. Then so yeah, feeling unwell or nauseous is just green around the gills, sorry. And then a place, situation, or environment in which one has little or no privacy.
Living in a fishbowl.
Yes, living in a fishbowl. Perfect. Being an alcoholic, drinking like a fish, right? There are many prospects available. There are plenty of
Plenty of other fish in the sea.
yes, exactly, no? Plenty of fish in the sea. To be well known or important in a small group of people.
To be a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, perfect. Something that seems suspicious or that something is wrong. Something sounds fishy. Is that one? And finally, not fitting in an environment or situation.
Fish out of water.
Yes, exactly. No, you're like, then what I'm doing here? I see a bunch of kids, and I'm really old for this party, no? So yeah. So the only one that is missing is the one that says, yeah, is pretend to be modest and expect people to give you praise. Oh no, actually, it's that one that we already covered. No, sorry, it was
Number
the
6.
number 6, right? Attempting to do something when unable to do it. So, okay, we already covered these ones. Okay, I think that I'm missing. I had missed to add one of them. Yeah, because all of them. Mm, oh no, it's that one. No, going on a fishing expedition is the only one that we didn't use. So I guess it has to be that one. It's the only one left. Yeah, it has to be that one. Going on a fishing expedition. Yes. All right then. So let's just move on. Unless you got doubts with one of them. Did you have all of them, or is there one that you didn't get? So number 6 is going on a fishing expedition. Sorry, what?
Which one was to fish or cut bait?
Oh, to that one. Yes. So there are two, right? There are two that are missing. So the only the problem is okay to perform an easy task. To fish or caught. No, sorry. To fish or caught bait. Oh yeah, that one. Wait. It was about a lawyer, right? Like asking many questions in order to get some information. So it's that one. Let's see. No. Oh no. Could be to be surprised at something, but
Yeah, maybe because at first you said that to be surprised at something, it was, I guess, green around the
green.
gills.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So to be
Okay.
surprised is that, no? Yes, you're getting information in order to get something. So yeah, that might be surprising, no? Exactly. So yeah, it has to be to fish or caught baits. And number 6, the one you said, attempting to do something but unable to do it, is sorry, I just oh yeah, to fish or caught bait. Yeah, that one. Yes. So well, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to you. So what I said, let's start checking. Let's just start digging into the connector that all the possibilities that you will see with the connector that. Okay, so let's see. I haven't provided this information, but I will anyway. So now we can use the connector that as a determiner. How is that? Because we are determining the existence of whatever the thing we are mentioning, and we also are being specific. No, give me that hammer. Okay, give me that object over there. So in that case, I'm determining the specific thing that I want. Yes. So it says use most commonly to point or determine to a thing or person. Obviously has to be singular, often distant from the speaker, but it doesn't necessarily imply that it has to be always distant. It can also be closer. Yes, give me that hammer. Well, it depends the context, no? Maybe you see on the table there are plenty of I don't know, tools, and you are like, please give me that hammer. So you are just specifying which. It doesn't imply that it's far away from you. Okay, then pointing to one of a selection of different balls. I mean, there are different balls, and then you are like, can you pass me that green ball over there? In that case, yes, it's far away. It's far away. No, over there is telling us that it's far away from the speaker. But pointing to one of a selection of different paint colors. So I quite like that one. So it doesn't necessarily, we need to check the context to see if the person is closer or not. But either way, in these 3 examples, the one of the hammer, the bowl, and the paint the person lights, you see, you are just determining what's the thing that you want, no, among others, among all the other options, no. That's why it determines. Yes. So as you can see, you are just using to connect a noun. Give me that one, give me that money, give me that wallet, give me that. No? It's just a noun. We are not connecting a sentence. We are just determining a noun or the thing that we want. That's it. Second, as a demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative. In that case, yes, something that is away from the speaker, no? This, that, these, those. So, who gave you that? Used for referring to someone or something that is not very near to you, but that you can see or point at. So, that one, you see? That's Jerry's car. This is my towel, and that's yours. Where did that stain? Do you see it? That stain on the carpet come from? Do you know who that woman, the one with the blue dress is? So in this case, yes, again, it's just basically kind of the same. You are also determining, but yes, you are also showing that something is the thing you are referring to is far away from you. And in this case, all the that's that you see in these sentences from 1 to 4 are working as determiners, as demonstratives. Because you are demonstrating that whoever is the thing or whatever is the thing you're talking to or you're talking about is far away from you. Yes? All right. Now, as a conjunction, connecting two clauses. And this is the thing that we checked before the listening activities. Yes? This is when we see the connector that after a verb. So I believe that he's innocent. I didn't know that she was married. Yes? So this is basically the thing. It's a verb plus that plus a sentence. Yes? So I admit that I was wrong. She said that I have to go. Yes? So every time the person you're talking to uses the verb say, you're always expecting him or her to use that. I said that, blah, 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 blah. No? Although, in some cases, you can also omit it. You can also say, she said, I have to go. I said, I want to repeat the dialogue again. Or I said that I want to repeat the dialogue again. It depends. I admit I was wrong. I admit that I was wrong. People sometimes, they feel that they are using the connector that. I mean, a lot. You know, yes, this one also, no? The you know, classic, no? People also tend to repeat the like. It's like this, it's like that. So you see, even they are unable to say a sentence without saying like. You see, it is impossible for them. It's always like. So it also happens with many people that they're also repeating that many times. So other people just prefer, they feel they repeat that so many times that they prefer to omit. So yes, you can also do it. You can also say, I admit I was wrong. She said I had to go. It's also acceptable. I didn't know she was married. I believe he's innocent. Yes, you can do this to avoid being repetitive. But either way, the connector is always there. Even though you are not, even though you decide to omit it, it is always there. It has to be there because you are connecting ideas. Yes? So, all right. So that's the thing. Then, something that we just covered, no? Is that, yes, that can also be used as a noun. So, that she would forget me so quickly was rather a shock. That she delivered a marvelous performance pleased her parents. So this is when all the information you see happens to becomes the subject of the verb was in this case. All of this information becomes the subject of the verb pleased. Just remember that. Just remember that this connector usually, well, personally I prefer to translate this as el hecho de que. Now, there are other expressions. Okay, you can also choose. Okay, this is something that you can also do to check if the connector that you see in the sentence is the that is actually the that of the as a subject, no? So you can also say, like, number one is this one, el hecho de que. Number two is something like la creencia de que. Sí, yeah, no? Yeah, la creencia de que. Or la idea de que. Yes, these are the three expressions that you can, yes, that you can actually try to add in the sentence. For example, we can say that she didn't recognize me was rather a shock. That she didn't understand English made it difficult for her to get a job. That the teacher should know everything is unacceptable. So, yes, these are also some expressions that we can add in order for us to check if the connector is a noun or not. Yes, because it can be ese o aquel, no, like that, far away from me, determiner. Or what is that? A demonstrative can also be a determiner, no? Can also be these ones. So these are the expressions that you can try adding. Yes. Then we can also use the yes, we can also see that as a relative pronoun, as an adjective. Remember that relative pronouns, they are always information that is placed after the subject, because this information describes the subject. This information is not the subject. It describes the subject. So, it's a song that my mother taught me. So this information describes the song. This is a house that Jack built. This information describes the house. Mary Curie is the woman that discovered radium. This is information describing the woman. Or giving extra information about the woman, giving extra information about the house, giving extra information about the song. You can just simply say, it's a song. But no, you want to be more specific about the song, about what the song is. This is a house. You can just simply say that. But no, you want to provide more information about the house. You can just simply say, Mary Curie is a woman. But you see, even like that sounds weird, no? Mary Curie is a woman. I guess that in this case, we need to complement who the woman is. Yes? So, well, just for it's just paying attention where you see the connector that. After what you see the connector that. You see, if you see that after a subject, then it is definitely going to be a relative, no, an adjective connector, providing information about that subject. If you see that at the beginning of the sentence, can be two things. Can be the demonstrative, esa casa, aquello, aquella, yes, that house. Could be that, no? Could be the what am I always repeating determiner? No, could be the demonstrative. But if you see a full sentence, that she didn't recognize me, okay, this is going to be the subject. So these are the expressions you can use to have like a mental idea, no? If it is a subject or not. So it's just that. Yes, or is information, remember that you can also see that the connector that after a verb. After a verb is not going to be an adjective. No, this is just a full sentence that complements the belief, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que yo creo? Ah, okay, that he is innocent. ¿Qué es lo que yo sé? That she was married. You see, this is just extra information that complements the verb. All right? Then, remember, it's very simple to identify when we are just señalar algo lejano a nosotros. Yes? So it's just that finally, like I said, we can also use the connector that as an intensifier. So as an intensifier, we can place the connector that before adverbs and before adjectives. So take a look. 3 years? I can't wait that long. I'm putting some emphasis. That's the reason of using that. I can just simply say, I can't wait long. Or I can't wait too long. I mean, there are plenty of expressions that we can use. Too long. What would be another one? I can't wait so long. No, so long doesn't sound okay. I will use that too, or this one. I can't wait that long. So this one is an adverb. Why? Because this long, even though it seems to be an adjective, no. Remember that an adjective describes the subject. An adverb describes the verb. So this is focusing more into the waiting. So that's why we need to use the adverb. Sorry, that's why this one is an adverb. In this context, yes. But if you say she's longer, no, that's weird. This song is longer than the previous one. Okay, so yeah, this one is describing the song. So just long is an adjective in this context. But no, this one is describing the waiting, right? So it's an adverb. So other examples, let's see, a dialogue over here. Speaker A says, I thought the meal was delicious. Speaker B says, mine wasn't that nice. My meal wasn't as nice as you are saying. That's basically what it means. Speaker A says, I wouldn't be surprised if Emily became an actress. And Speaker B says, I don't think she's that good. Usually the emphasis goes in that. I don't think she's that good. Yeah, there is some emphasis there because that's the thing, no? That's what that's the intention of using this. The idea is to emphasize that she doesn't have, I don't know, the features, the enough experience to be a good actress, or just to emphasize the fact that the food sucked, it was disgusting, wasn't the speaker's expectation, right? So well, now you know these are all the situations where you can see the connector that, and then yes, what is the suggestion? Please, every time you see in the options A, B, C's, and D's, make sure to yes, just to imagine all the possible situations where the connector that can be involved, and try to imagine putting or placing or using that connector in that sentence just to make sure that it makes sense. Okay, are there any questions about this? I will provide this information, so don't worry. Any
No,
questions?
teacher, everything's fine.
Now, why did I mention this? Chan, 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 chan. Okay, so here we go. Take a look. You guys, you have to analyze the following sentences. And then right here, you have to write down how many noun clauses, here it is. You have to write down how many clauses do you see on each of these sentences. Okay, so let's just analyze number one. One archaeologist thinks what? Thinks that human beings didn't develop the idea of numbers. There you go. all of this is what is a noun clause. So this sentence has one noun clause. So you have to write down a number, the number, no, number one. That's it. There are some situations where a sentence can have more than one noun clause. Okay? So you just have to write down probably one or two, or even three can be also possible. Yes? So please, I will provide this information so you can have it. Let's see, what time is it now? 45 past 10. So we are getting closer. So no, you know what? Yeah, let's do this together. Why not? Yeah. So please analyze the sentences. Take a couple of minutes and then we just discuss the results. Ready, guys? So how many noun clauses does the exercise number 2 have? Anyone?
One?
Yes, only one. There you go. Number 3? Number 3? Anyone? Is that it's not that difficult, come on.
Two?
Let's see. That Jesus Christ rose from the dead? No, it's only one. Number 4.
One?
Only one. Perfect. Number 5.
Two?
Okay, recent articles have reported that 50 to 80% of all handguns. Yeah. No, actually, it's only one. Only one. Why men? You see, number 6. Why men's lives has been the subject. So it's only one. Number 7.
One?
Only one too. Number 8.
Number one?
One.
Perdón. One?
Yeah, only one. Only one. Yeah, don't worry.
Only one.
Perfect. Number 9.
One.
Two?
Are where the study really big. No, it's only one.
Okay.
Few people realize that there are only 6 landing strips in the world long enough for the space shuttle to land safely. Realize that there are only 6 lands. Okay, so there is only one. Number 11.
Aquí yo tengo una pregunta, como las dos están como entre comillas, ¿sería uno o dos?
This is, take a look, exactly. Now, the person who wrote this sentence, decided to omit the connector that. You see, the complete sentence is this. A computer program that is called Elisa, you got it? Acts as a personal counselor and asks her clients how they are feeling. So, number 11 has 2. How they are feeling, and that is called. Number 12, what a quasar is, how it produces, there are 2. So number 12 has 2. Satellite photographs can provide information on where and how. Where rain is falling, how much rain is falling. So there are 2. Einstein stated that gravity was a warp in space. That gravity was a warp in space and time. Cause? No, it's only one, right? Caused by the
Yes, it's only one.
only one. It was only recently that a professor in California discovered how wine can be made.
Two?
Yeah, that a professor in California discovered, and how wine. 2. Perfect. What may be the largest school of sea animals? Is only one. Believe that, right? Believe that there is enough hot water beneath the United States. So, yeah, it's only one. Astronomers have demonstrated that light bends in the gravity. It's only one. That Christopher Columbus arrived in New World. So, only one. And finally, advertising specialists know how important packaging is. Only one.
One.
Yes, only one. So in the end, there were a couple of exceptions, but it just depends where are you placing the information, no? We saw when they're both, no? Being the subject, being the object of the verb. Yes. Now, for this activity, okay, you have to do the same. I will provide you the activities though. For this one, just if you want to do it, go ahead. It's just identifying the mistakes in the paragraphs. But take a look at this one. Let me just go back a little. And yeah, let's see. So there are some verbs such as fact, hope. She hopes that, I believe that, no? The fact is that, yes? So there are some verbs that we always use that with those. They're always verbs like that. Yes. So, what does, in the end, what does a noun clause do? Okay, the noun clause explains the verb. What does the adjective do? The adjective refers back to something that we mentioned, okay? All right? The relative clause or the adjective hace referencia a lo mencionado. ¿Ok? Y la oración subjetival de noun clause explica la información. Okay, so take a look. The news is that Austin flooded. This one explains. The news that you gave me. This one makes reference to something that you mentioned. It makes reference to the news. You got it? So, what is the thing that you have to do? Is very simple. You won't see it like this. So, to check, this is something that you can do to check. To check that the sentence or that you need a noun clause, try adding the verb to be is. If the sentence doesn't accept the verb to be is, then the sentence is a relative clause. Okay? The news, we cannot say the news is that you gave me. No. Las noticias que me diste. Right? The news that you gave me. But if we can add the verb to be, the is the news is that of to check if it is a noun clause. So, number one, which of the two explains?
That.
Yes, in both of them, you have to use that. Just remember that. Just remember using the connector. If you only use the connector, then it's a relative clause. Remember, the relative clause or an adjective clause, who, which, and that, se usan para referir lo que acabas de mencionar. If you can add the verb to be is, si se puede añadir el verbo ser estar, then es una oración subjetival, a noun clause. Porque ya estás explicando. You explain. So, intenten añadirle el verbo ser estar, is, and decide which of the two is a noun clause.
B.
Yes. The fact is that the man is very rich. This one explains. This one is a noun clause. The first one, the fact that the book contains, this one just makes reference to the fact. It's a relative pronoun. Okay, you got it? Now, number two. Which one is which?
A.
Yes, that one explains. The other one just makes reference, no? Perfect. Number three.
B.
Yes. The news is that the war is over. This one explains.
A.
Yes, the proof is that the drug is effective. This means the other one just makes reference a la prueba, no? The proof that the scientists offer. This one is a relative. Perfect. Number 5.
B.
Okay, if you say el sueño que tuve anoche, no explica. You see? If you say el sueño que tuve anoche hace referencia al sueño, but it doesn't explain. You got it?
Okay.
Pero ¿qué sucede si dices el sueño es que ella ganó el premio Nobel? You see, this one explains. So when it explains, is a noun clause. When it refers to something that you previously mentioned, is a relative clause. Remember, the noun clause va después del verbo. La cláusula relativa hace mención al sujeto, nada más. Okay, so, number 6.
A.
There you go. Is that the pottery is over 2,000 years old? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Then, number 7.
B.
Perfect. Excellent. Finally,
B.
okay, let's see. The claim that the company made, you see, la queja que hizo la compañía en relación a sus productos. No, this one explains la queja. No, it has to be. The claim is that the newspaper prints only the truth. Solo dice la verdad. That's what they claim. Okay? So this is the best way for you guys to identify which is the that you see. The that for a noun clause or the that que hace referencia a algo que ya mencionaste. Yeah? So, you see, it's just that eventually, I didn't mention the verbs, damn it. But yeah, consider the verb hope. Are here. The verb hope, in some cases, such as proof. The verb believe. Yes, those are very common. Actually, you see them over here. The verb think, the verb believe, the verb proved, the verb report. Yes, these are always verbs that we always use that. I realized that, reported that, I believe that, I think that. Yes, those always follow. Provide is also that, using always that. I provide that, she provided that, stated that. Oh, damn it, I need to be more specific with the verbs that, okay, I will provide that. I will provide that. I will provide this information, okay, within the same file that I will send you. All the verbs that I'm always using, now that I just realized I'm using the connector that, like, too much. Okay, that's awkward. So yeah, I will provide all this information. Yes. So, well, that's the thing about the recognizing when to use the connector that. And just to finish today, we are going to be checking, yes, the difference between make and do. Yes. So there is always this misconception, like, oh, no. Okay, we use the verb make, yes, when we create or construct something. Okay, so construct or making something. She made a cake. I made us some coffee. Did you really make those trousers? So construction creation. Yes, I mean this is just fine. Everything seems to be okay, no? Then there was always this question like, hey, do I make my bed or I do my bed? Well, and then there, so yeah, I know that you are not a carpenter, right? So you didn't actually make the bed, but we need to check the context to see if you're actually making the bed or just putting the pillow and putting the blanket and everything, to put everything back in its place. But the verb make is correct. It is correct to say I make my bed. So it depends the context, right? So I do, according to this general idea is that we use do, right, to denote general activities or manual things. So what do you do at the weekend? I didn't do anything yesterday. Yeah, but usually we use do with expressions with this impersonal expression, no, something, nothing, anything, or everything. I didn't do anything. She's fed up or she's angry with doing everything herself. She needs some help. Are you doing anything interesting during this holiday? So every time you use these impersonal pronouns, then we use the verb do. And we also use do with manual things at home. It's very common to use do with chores at home. Do the laundry, do the washing, do the dishes, although people prefer to use wash the dishes, but it's also correct to say do the dishes. Clean the windows, but also people prefer to say do the windows. So most of the activities that involve water, we use do. Do the dishes, water. Do the laundry, water. Do the windows, water. But people prefer to avoid this confusion. They prefer to use wash. No, wash the clothes or wash the dishes or clean. In this case, clean the window. No. Homework, exercise. Those are the exceptions. So in the end, we continue using do. No. But the problem is that it doesn't follow the same pattern. So are you? Yeah. Do you guys are you familiar with collocations? Do you know what a collocation means? Or do you know what is a collocation? Collocation.
I guess no.
Okay, a collocation is a bunch of expressions, okay, that they just exist just like that. Why? Well, if you ask me, I cannot give you an answer, okay? Probably alguien decidió decir simplemente. I mean, I was thinking about an expression in Spanish. No, I guess that it doesn't apply because we only use the verb hacer. We don't have like this problem with these two verbs, no? So yeah, the problem with collocation is that there are some. You see over here it says like that. There are many. It's a fixed expression, okay? So fixed expressions, they just exist like that. Someone probably decided to use the verb make for some situations, and other people decided to use the verb do for other situations. Then, when learning the language, they started using them, they become used to them, and that's it. So, in the end, you have to learn expression by expression, expression by expression, expression by expression. There is no other way. Yes? So, I know it's a mess, but just as a big suggestion, try to pay extra attention to the ones that you use the most. Then just notice, right, the ones that you are not so familiar with. Take some notes, and so that you start getting more familiar with those expressions. Yes. So there you go. Badly. Well, every time you see badly, so she did very badly. Many people do more than 30 miles per hour through his town. Your best, the superlative, well, the verb do again. Do your best. Business. Let's do some business. No, let's make business. No, let's do some business. Chores. Let's do some chores. This person decided to do a course or to take, but definitely not make. A crossword. She's doing a crossword. Doing the dishes. Drawing. Doing a drawing. Duty. Has to do his or her duty. Doing an exam. Well, this one, everyone is familiar with this one. The same with exercise. Do me a favor, please, right? With the word favor. Doing gardening. Again, manual things. Usually for manual things, we use the verb do. With adjective good. And tries to do good. Do your good. Your hair. Or combing. Could be combing. And also doing her hair, combing the hair, or brushing, but brushing implies another stuff. Harm. She's doing some harm. It caused. You can also use the verb cause. It caused some harm. It did some harm. Homework. That one. I guess everyone hates this one. No, and everyone is also familiar with that one. Does the ironing. Does the laundry, does the ironing. You see, everything that you do at home usually is with the verb do. Do a job, do the laundry, do the washing. What the hell? Then do your nails, do the painting, do the paperwork, do some research, do the shopping, doing some time, doing well, doing good. Either with those, no? The adjective or the adverb, good or well, make sure to use do. Does a lot of work. And finally, the superlative, worst. Do your worst or do your best. The opposite, no? Best or worst. Then, yes, more expressions now with the verb make. Make amends or make a, I don't know. Let's just get along together, no? Which is another way to say it. Make an appointment, make some arrangements, make an attempt, to make believe, to make certain, to make a change, make a choice, to make a comment, make a complaint, or just complain, make a confession, make a date, make a decision. That event just make the difference, make a discovery, make an effort, make an error, make an accept or an escape, make an excuse, she's making a face, made a fire, make a fool of yourself, doing something funny or something embarrassing, make a fortune, become rich, right? Make lots of friends, make fun of, make a fuss, make a joke, make journeys, make a loss, make a list. You know, so there are plenty of expressions. Make a move, make a noise. So the thing that I'm just I suggest is noticing the ones that you do the most. Try to separate those and just notice the difference. No, there is no other way. Like I said, it doesn't exist a rule for this. What I'm showing you are all the exceptions. I wouldn't say exceptions. All the collocations for each of the verbs. Yes, make a payment, make a phone call, make a progress, make a promise, You see, here's the one. Make the bed. You don't. We never say do the bed. It's make the bed. So that for that we need to check the context if the person is actually working as a carpenter and he makes a living, making beds, or if he's actually just putting the pillow, putting the blanket, and everything he needs to put everything in order. No. So make your mind. It's just like decide. No. Decide what you have to say. Make up your mind and so on. So that's the thing. That's the key. Okay, so this is something that you guys, oh yeah, you might consider, you have to consider for the second oral test. Try to add expressions with do and make. Yes? Obviously, if you are talking about something that you do at home, because everyone, even though we hate to do the chores, in the end, or most of you probably are not from Querétaro, but you are forced to rent an apartment and you are living on your own. So that means that you are doing the chores every day. So in that case, well, if you can mention something that usually you do during the weekend or during the week, right? And try just to complement your speech with expressions. The expressions you see with either the verb make or the verb do. It's quite easy. Okay, so eventually we'll see more grammatical structures that might be considered for the second oral test, but this is the first one. I will also provide this one, plus, yes, an activity for you guys to cover within class time, so please do it within class time. It's very, very simple. If you start working on it now, trust me, it won't take you more than 2 hours. No, I'm just kidding. It won't take you more than 20 minutes. And then you're going to be free. Off the hook. Okay? So, I know that, well, you might have some questions, but in the end, it's just a matter of remembering those expressions. Like the activity says, it doesn't exist a rule for that. I know there are some teachers, there are some books that they say that there is a rule for to learn, yes, for learning these two, but they are lying. It's just a lie. In the end, it's just remembering, memorizing the expressions one by one. There is no other way. Okay, so I just the purpose of that activity is first I will provide the explanation and just obviously just go back and check. The best it will be if you just cover up the activity without checking the brief explanation. If you are able to do it, then you are on the other side. Okay. So are there any questions with something that we previously covered about the connectors and all that? No.
No, teacher.
No.
Sweet. Perfect. And about the test that you did, how do you feel with the test? The one the one which we start the class with, the to check the tenses. No, that the what was it? The reduction, right? Once that you identify the connector, then you're supposed to choose the reduced form. How do you feel with that one? Because if you still have some issues, if you continue having problems, please tell me, and I can provide. Even though we are not going to continue, checking those, then I can provide some extra activities so that you just feel more comfortable with those. Okay, so please let me know or just provide that information at the end of the session. Otherwise, then you are set free. You can go, but just remember there is this assignment to be delivered within class time. Otherwise, like I said, if you don't have any further questions, then you can go. Thank you so much. Have a nice and excellent weekend.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, sorry.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher.
Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.